Hi everyone, William Clavey from the Car Guide. Today we're going to talk to you about calibration. Calibration of what? Automated systems. We know that recent vehicles are equipped with semi-autonomous safety devices that help us in the event of a collision, or for example, lane keep assists that allows us to stay straight on the highway. But what happens when your windshield, when there's a crack in your windshield or something happens to these systems? Well, they need to be recalibrated. We're here with Chris, a technical advisor here at UniglassPlus Ziebart, to tell us more about how to recalibrate those systems. How are you doing, Chris?
Doing very well, thank you.
And thanks for being here today.
My pleasure.
So tell me a bit about, we're seeing new cars, they have like cameras in their windshields. What exactly do these cameras do?
There's a lot of new features that come with our everyday vehicles nowadays. Some of those features include such things as lane change alert. Basically, this camera in your windshield monitors the left and right boundaries of a lane, and if you start to veer outside of one of those lanes, you get an alert, auditory or visual, for your vehicle. There's also trajectory maintenance. Same thing, the camera actually identifies those boundaries, traces an imaginary center line down those lanes, and uses an autonomous adjustment for the steering to maintain the trajectory
keep the car straight
of that vehicle.
All right. So I have, for example, a crack in my windshield that could have an incident, an impact on the cameras themselves. So I come here in your shop. I have a problem. How do you proceed into recalibrating this?
Sure. Well, we change the glass, the windshield, the same way that we always would. However, you have a camera as well. So now that system needs to be calibrated. It's very much like when you change your eyeglasses, right? You also get an eye examination.
Right.
And the reason for that's because we need to calibrate back to the factory specifications for that vehicle to make sure that all those systems are properly calibrated to monitor all those alerts in the proper manners.
Okay. So I'm guessing you guys have different steps, different procedures involved in doing this?
Absolutely. There's a couple different ways we can calibrate vehicles, and it depends on the specifications of the manufacturer as to how we calibrate your vehicle. There's two types specifically that we implement on a regular basis. You have dynamic calibration and you have static calibration.
Okay.
So dynamic calibration, for example, we take a vehicle out on the road for about 15 to 20 minutes at 60 kilometers per hour.
So a real life scenario.
Real life scenario, and we basically hook up a system to that to the calibration, to the camera system, and we erase the database of all the information in there, so we can recalibrate. And during that real life scenario of driving that vehicle, it recalibrates using the landmarks on the road.
Right. Okay. Okay.
You also have static. Static is fairly simple. Within a workshop such as this, we can set up targets in front of the vehicle, and basically using the intervals specified by the manufacturer themselves, we can calibrate to those targets as landmarks to make sure that camera identifies certain items in front and to the sides of
proper distance, proper width,
using the sensors and the cameras that are on the vehicle.
Okay, cool, very interesting. So you're telling me about manufacturer specifications. I have a question for you and also for consumers. Sure. Is this going to affect the manufacturer warranty? Let's say I have a brand new car, I come here instead of the dealership. Is that going to affect the warranty at all? Or?
It's a very good question. The reality is no. All of our technicians are properly certified in how to calibrate. We use all the manufacturer's specifications when we do those calibration processes. So we adhere to all the specifications of the manufacturers themselves to ensure that your guarantee is not impacted by these windshield change.
Interesting, Chris. Thank you for this information. So what you need to understand is that if you have a new car with these systems, as much as possible, try to keep your windshield intact. Do not neglect a tiny little crack in the windshield, because it could have a big impact on your safety system. So, and of course, we've got experts here at UniglassPlus Ziebart that have everything they need to help you out with that. Right, Chris?
Absolutely.
You guys are all set? All right.
Sir.
Well, thanks a lot.
All right. Have a great day.